So Dinesh D'Souza is a conservative commentator who's really, I think, lost a lot of relevance in the recent history. But he caught a ton of backlash on Twitter because he's trying to revise what happened at the insurrection at the Capitol on January 6th. And so what he did was he sent out a tweet that says, "Does this look like an insurrection, a riot, a coup attempt? If it doesn't walk like a duck or talk like a duck, then it probably isn't a duck." And it's a picture of this guy stealing, who I'm not even sure whose podium that is or what exactly that even is. Looks like a podium to me. But stealing something from, what I'm guessing is, the Capitol building, obviously. And it seems to be kind of not much going on in the background. Now, this seemed to be a tweet that he sent out sort of in the slew of a bunch of other tweets that he had sent out. So his argument is by pointing to a singular photo that he cherry-picked, that this does not look like an insurrection. And so this is obviously falsifiable just by the fact that anybody could cherry-pick a picture of any event and say, "Does this look like X? An X?" And then just like make it sound stupid. But you literally cherry-picked the one picture here. And so the question really is, was this an insurrection? Was this like an armed insurrection? I mean, when you look at the pictures, you look at the numbers and what they were trying to do. I mean, you look at them breaking glass, rushing the building, police officer lying on the ground. You see a police officer trapped. I don't really know what else you could call it, to be honest with you. I mean, you're essentially storming the building. It's a bunch of Trump supporters gathered together. They're all storming the Capitol, beating police officers up in the process and going for, the Congress members. So I'm not really sure what else you would call it. And let's say there was no protection. They literally, you're talking about photos where they have gun pointed to the doors. Like right here, this is a gun pointed to the door. Like, it's serious shit. It's kind of crazy, and this is somehow pointing to this not being in danger. I don't understand how that is, especially when officers and security members are trained to be calm in those situations, and that doesn't even look like somebody who's calm. It looks like somebody who's shocked just by the look of the eyes. So, when you talk about the numbers, there's an officer killed, 4 civilians dead, 140 plus officers injured, 400 plus participants arrested. I'm not really sure what else you could call this. I mean, look at these things. It's just, it's pretty obvious to me what it was. And, ask yourself the question, if they were to essentially get through to the House members, to the congressional members, what would they do? Do you think they were going to give them some high fives? Do you think they were just going to talk? Or do you think they would try to take them hostage? I mean, it's pretty obvious to me what it would be, what would happen. And so this tweet has like 5,000 replies or some crazy thing. It's almost a ratio. But it's hard to ratio a tweet with this many likes. But there's like 5,000 replies. All of them are just going in on him, shitting on him, essentially, because he's trying to do this weird revisionist history. But honestly, it feels like not even so much that it's revisionist history. It's like the weak attempt here. And I tried to look through his tweet feed. It didn't appear like he had separately sent out other pictures that were in addendum to this argument. He just seemed to post this one photo. So this like one singular photo of one isolated event in that bigger event, when people are posting a bunch more pictures, they're like, oh damn, yeah, those don't match. You could easily take any singular photo of an event and say, oh, was this that, huh? Like, look. Seems pretty stupid to me, but I would say that's what Dinesh D'Souza is. He's kind of delusional, though.